Nueces County faces an unintended consequence of the Texas Capitol quorum break. With too few members present, many bills are now in limbo, including Senate Bill 9, which, if passed, could disrupt the county's budget planning. Josh Maxwell has been following both the budget and this particular bill for some time now. And Josh, where does the county actually stand right now in all of this?
Mike, Senate Bill 9 would shrink how much revenue Nueces County can bring in from property tax revenue, and that's from 3.5 to 2.5% without having to go before voters. Now, it may not sound like much, but county leaders say that's millions off the table, and with that bill stuck in limbo, they tell me the budget planning process just got a lot harder. Texas Democrats have taken the redistricting fight beyond state lines, a move creating ripple effects at the Capitol. Without enough members present, many key bills can't move forward, like Senate Bill 9, a proposed law which could limit how the county plans its budget.
The Senate bill would really hamper that because we would be reducing our revenue significantly.
Constance Sanchez is the budget officer liaison for Nueces County. She says if SB 9 is passed, the county could see a loss of around $4 million. But there are things to keep in mind.
So that won't impact our current year's budget, but it definitely will have an impact on next year's budget.
With SB 9's future up in the air because of the political standoff at the Capitol, Sanchez says planning for next year isn't easy, especially since a similar law back in 2019 caused the same problem.
Just a few years ago, that threshold was 8%, and it dropped from 8% to 3.5%. And now it's going even further to 2.5%. So these are significant impacts.
In looking at this, we just have to plan for this to potentially be a hit on our budget.
Nueces County Judge Connie Scott says they can't make any official decisions until all the numbers are final. But knowing the status of SB 9 sooner rather than later could save the county in the long run.
There's nothing you can do when they're discussing things like this but notify our legislatures, and we've been in contact with them, and we have reached out, and they're aware of the potential costs that it could be on the county.
Now the next important date is August 18th. That's when county commissioners along with the judge will be going over the proposed budget. Now again, while SB 9 wouldn't have a fiscal impact on this year's budget, it does prompt leaders to consider saving ahead of time with the current budget. Mike?
All right, Josh, thanks for that important story. It's something we'll keep an eye on here. You know, Josh looked into what the quorum break could mean for future sessions, a story that's, of course, drawing attention both in and out of Texas. He spoke with Jessica Huseman, editorial director of the nonpartisan site Vote Beat, about the broader implications.
Do you think that this could set a new precedent for how far states are willing to go?
Absolutely, yes. And I think that it says quite a lot about the Texas legislature right now that they were willing to jump so quickly on a request made by the president. You know, Texas is dealing with a lot right now. There was a devastating flood not too long ago, and all of our attention, instead of being on the victims of that, is now on this redistricting process.
And today marks day 5 that Texas House Democrats have defied quorum. Attorney General Ken Paxton filing suit against 13 of them to have them removed from office.